Mike, city leaders in Naperville are not waiting on federal or state lawmakers. The council there is now considering its own proposal banning the sale of assault weapons.
Let's go back to Tia in Studio 32. He's getting the details about this. Tia?
Sally and Anthony, the ordinance is in response to the 4th of July shooting that happened in Highland Park and other recent mass shootings. Naperville Mayor Steve Cherico joins us now to further discuss this proposal. Mayor, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me, Tia.
Let's talk about it. What weapons are we talking about included in this proposal?
Well, first of all, we want to say what we're not talking about. We're not talking about handguns or semi-automatic handguns and things, rifles or shotguns, things like that. We're talking about assault rifles with high capacity abilities that have largely been used in these mass shootings.
I know Naperville has 2 gun stores. Will this ordinance also apply to pawn shops and online sales?
Any commercial sale of these weapons would be included. There's a distinction between, we use the term transfer. We don't view transfer and sale in the same context. For an example, a father could transfer a gun to his son or vice versa, and that would not be included in this ordinance. This is the commercial sale of these weapons. We believe we found a very narrow window of where we have a regulatory authority.
So this would be a ban on sale of assault weapons, but what would happen if the weapons are bought outside of village limits or exchanged in private transfers?
Right, that can be done. That's not included in this ordinance. The use, ownership, or possession of an assault rifle is not being prohibited, just the commercial sale.
Okay. Mayor, this is still just a proposal. Will the public have a chance to actually voice their opinions on this ban?
Yeah, we're having our first reading on this next Tuesday at our city council meeting. And then presumably at that point, it'll be brought back for a vote at the first meeting in August.
You know, one topic that usually comes up when we talk about banning the sale of any type of weapon, there are concerns that this may infringe on people's Second Amendment rights. Are there any concerns in Naperville about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think, including myself, I don't want to infringe upon people's Second Amendment rights. I'm a FOID card owner and I have a gun myself. So I think we're making a distinction between these types of weapons that have been used very consistently in these mass shootings and weapons that are used for sport or for self-defense. And we don't believe that this is in violation of the rights. I don't think that there's a right to bear arms, not a right to purchase them commercially.
All right. Well, you said it right there, Mayor Steve Cherico with Naperville. Thank you so much for joining us today on First at 4.
Thanks, Tia.